The desire for positive experiences is a negative experience. The acceptance of negative experiences is a positive experience. Imagine that you've set a goal to become a successful entrepreneur. You commit to putting in significant efforts to achieve this. However, this commitment also means that being far from your goal will result in experiencing negative emotions because you'll be acutely aware of the difference between where you are and where you want to be. This difference can have a significant impact on your well-being and self-esteem. This correlates with the wisdom of Epicurus, who advised that if you desire to be wealthy, do not add to your riches, but subtract from your desires. The law of reverse effort is based on the idea that the more you strive for something, the more you'll experience negative results or feel worse than before. This seems contradictory to the advice we've received throughout our lives, that hard work and effort lead to greater success and happiness. However, the law of reverse effort suggests that there is a limit to how far we should push ourselves to achieve a goal. And that sometimes we need to step back and allow things to unfold naturally. It's about balance and recognizing the moment when too much striving can be counterproductive. Alan Watts, an English writer, theologian, and speaker, is credited with significantly contributing to the promotion of Eastern philosophy's principles, including Buddhist, Taoist, and Advaita Vedanta, in the West. His works played a key role in bridging the gap between Eastern and Western philosophical traditions, and they have been widely appreciated for their thoughtful and thought-provoking nature. One of Watt's most significant observations is precisely the law of reverse effort. Although the law of reverse effort directly originates from Taoism or Zen Buddhism, Watts credits himself with spreading its principles among Western audiences. Alan simplified it, saying that the harder you try to catch something, the more it slips through your fingers. This law refers to the utilization of the flow of energy of our efforts and focus. When we stop trying so hard, we get what we want. The idea of reverse laws reminds us to think beyond surface-level goals and consider what we truly desire from life and why we desire it. It encourages us to seek deeper meaning and fulfillment, rather than just striving for worldly achievements. Watts argues that we don't know what we truly want because we can't define it. The law of reverse effort doesn't tell us what to focus on less, but instead instructs us to direct our energy towards what we truly desire. It pushes us to analyze our goals and desires until we reach an understanding of why we want them. The principle of reverse laws is a concept that can help us delve deeper into our desires and motivations. It emphasizes the importance of paying attention to our inner selves and critically analyzing our deepest desires to better understand our true needs. This principle encourages us to ask ourselves why we desire something, what we expect from it, and whether it aligns with our fundamental values and beliefs. This way, we can identify any discrepancies between our superficial desires and our deeper needs, which can help us make more conscious decisions and lead a more fulfilling life. First, the pursuit of happiness through constant seeking may be unproductive. This challenges the common belief that happiness can only be achieved by reaching specific goals. In reality, this constant seeking can lead to lower levels of happiness compared to simply letting go and experiencing happiness without any particular motivation. Secondly, anxiety is mainly caused by our attempts to control our environment. This tendency often leads to the frustration of the limits of our control, and we tend to impose our will on our emotions and external environment. This approach only increases our uncertainty, but by letting go of control, we can cultivate self-acceptance and move towards inner peace. Pursuing wealth impoverishes when you remind yourself that you want to be rich. The more you try to be rich, the poorer you'll feel, regardless of how much money you have. True wealth is a state of mind. After all, When we shift our focus from chasing love to discovering ourselves, we create favorable conditions for attracting love towards us. Knowing ourselves and our core values helps us identify the specific kind of love that best aligns with our needs and desires. Arthur Schopenhauer, a German philosopher, argued that the human tendency to seek more to satisfy desires while sustaining those desires is irrational. Schopenhauer believed that humans, like all other beings in the universe, are embodiments of the will to live, or will. As a result, we desire things due to our inherent will to live, which compels us to seek satisfaction through various means. In Schopenhauer's philosophical view, the concept of will is a powerful driving force that is irrational, aimless, and endless. This unlimited striving is the cause of all human suffering and cannot be alleviated by the pleasures of the world. According to Schopenhauer, we are all tormented by a pathological desire for more than we need, which is driven by a constant sense of lacking abundance. This desire is insatiable and can never be fully satisfied, leading to a life of perpetual dissatisfaction and unrest. Schopenhauer believed that the only way to escape this cycle of suffering is to detach oneself from the will, which he considered the ultimate aim of human existence. The human mind feels a lack when it perceives the present moment as insufficient or incomplete. This sense of imperfection causes individuals to seek comfort in circumstances, believing they will provide greater pleasure. However, after achieving these situations, individuals often find themselves in the same state of dissatisfaction they sought to avoid. According to Schopenhauer, every intense pleasure is a mistake and an illusion because no fulfilled desire can provide lasting satisfaction. To effectively utilize the law of reverse effort, at times we may resort to affirmations. However, it's important to note that if the affirmation contradicts your current beliefs, it may be ineffective. For example, repeating "I am a millionaire, I am a millionaire, I am a millionaire" will be futile if you truly do not believe you are a millionaire. Your conscious mind will resist this new belief, and the shallow repetition will not penetrate your subconscious, failing to bring the desired effect. The key to achieving success at a millionaire level is shifting focus from the monetary outcome to the process leading to such success. Instead of fixating on the end goal, it's crucial to consistently adjust your actions toward the goal and approach each step as a means to its achievement. For instance, if your aim is to attract more clients to your business, every new click on the website, potential client call, or inquiry should be seen as a step toward achieving that goal. Focusing on these small successes helps condition your subconscious mind for growth and abundance, rather than the established scarcity mindset. Effective alignment of desire and imagination is crucial for achieving optimal results. Often, excessive focus solely on desire can hinder progress. Intensive focus on the future goal can lead to neglecting the utilization of imagination and visualizing the process required to achieve that goal. In cases where there is a desire for something lacking in life, the challenge lies in realizing that such aspirations are achievable through imagination. Distinguishing between mere desire and true belief in the possibility of achieving the goal is crucial for the effective use of the law of reverse effort. Both desire and imagination must be harmoniously synchronized, while additional efforts and perseverance in pursuing your desires are commendable. Lack of faith or inability to imagine achieving the desired result can impede success. In essence, for a positive outcome, it's necessary for someone to envision and believe in the possibility of achieving their goals. We must delve into our subconscious mind. As Napoleon Hill wisely said, your subconscious mind works ceaselessly while you're awake and as you sleep. In his book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Joseph Murphy gives an illustration regarding walking on a wooden plank placed on the ground. This task is usually easy for most people because there are no consequences of losing balance on the plank. In such a case, the desire to walk on the plank seamlessly combines with the imagination that believes in the ability and visualizes the process of successfully walking on the plank. As a result, the task is effortlessly accomplished. Now, consider the same wooden plank, but elevated 20 feet high between two walls. Introducing an element of consequence adds complexity to the task. While the desire to walk on the plank may still exist, the imagination can now envision potential falls and injuries. In such a situation, difficulties may arise because the conscious desire to perform the action contrasts with the imagination and visualization, shaping the belief and self-image in our subconscious mind, responsible for 95% of our thoughts and actions. We must be present, as Buddha emphasized, not dwelling in the past, not thinking of the future, but focusing the mind on the present moment. Anticipatory anxiety is a type of anxiety that occurs when we face situations that are unknown, uncertain, or when we are unsure how to handle them, leading to stress and worries about the future. This is a common experience for many of us and can be challenging to manage. Anxiety can also manifest in physical symptoms such as sweating, trembling, or a racing heartbeat. It can also lead to negative thoughts such as fear, doubt, or uncertainty, which can further deepen the anxiety. Managing anticipatory anxiety often requires letting go of conscious control, which can be a difficult task. However, with appropriate strategies such as mindfulness, cognitive behavioral therapy, or relaxation techniques, overcoming anticipatory anxiety is possible, leading to an improvement in overall mental well-being. To achieve a better balance between conscious and subconscious decision-making, it is helpful to change perspective. Instead of perceiving challenges and obstacles as threats, we should see them as opportunities for personal growth and learning. This shift in thinking allows us to cultivate optimal conditions for intuitive and subconscious processes that guide our actions. Over time, we can learn to make these decisions subconsciously, leading to a more natural and intuitive decision-making process. Let's look at an example of driving a car. Learning to drive is often a difficult and even stressful task. There is much to learn and even more to practice. However, our brains get used to the motions of driving over time, and once we get the hang of it, we start doing it automatically. That's why many people can talk, sing, or perform other tasks while driving. But we should still focus on the road whenever we're behind the wheel. The same can happen when we allow ourselves to enter a state called flow. The flow state occurs when our actions happen effortlessly, as if our body is on autopilot, much like musicians becoming one with the music when playing an instrument or dancers becoming unified with the movements of their dance. This state often applies to high-performing individuals who dedicate a lot of time to mental and physical practice in their daily lives. Examples include painters, chess players, and professional climbers. When we exert too much conscious effort, we can disrupt this balance and limit our ability to enter a flow state. This happens because excessive analysis can create mental blocks, causing us to second-guess our actions or become overly self-critical. Essentially, when we are too immersed in our thoughts, we may disrupt the natural instinctual process that allows us to enter flow. Therefore, letting go of excessive conscious control becomes a key step in entering a flow state, where conscious intentions guide our actions without disrupting the automatic, intuitive processes that enable us to achieve our best performance. Finally, I'll leave you with the wisdom of Seneca. True happiness lies in enjoying the present moment without anxious dependence on the future. Remember, the more you try to cling to something, the more it will slip away from you. When you learn to let go and stop obsessively controlling every aspect of your life, you become fully present in the moment. This allows you more time to focus on the here and now, improving the quality of your time spent with loved ones, and your body and mind will be more rested and focused. As you learn to live fully in the present moment, you become more aware of your thoughts, actions, and surroundings. This increased sense of awareness allows us to better understand our strengths and weaknesses and identify areas where we can improve. With this newfound self-awareness, we can focus on setting and achieving our goals, ensuring that our choices and actions align with our vision of the future. By remaining present and intentional in our daily lives, we can create a fulfilling and purposeful existence for ourselves step by step.